All right, guys, so we have the eight-way story. We're going to do a fun one here. So the eight-way story is beer. So I'm going to start with overproduction. Overproduction is I have more beers than I can drink at one time. If I have 10 people over, I have more than 10 beers. Everyone could have a beer. Let's say there's 40 here. Then I'd have 30 units of overproduction. Because there's overproduction, there's transportation. Well, what transportation? I had to bring this, if you see inventory, I or somebody had to bring all of this over and do something with it. Well, what do we do with it? We stored it in there. Well, then you had to manage the inventory. And then when I managed the inventory, there was a defect that happened. What happened? The device that was supposed to protect our inventory failed. Well, then what did that lead to? That then led to overproduction. Well, what overproduction? Well, to fix it led to a defect. That defect led to overprocessing. Well, all of these got moldy and soggy, and I had to individually take them all out. I've now lost the ability to do the actual transportation of this. You can actually see some of the necks where the paper has gone moldy, and we had to overprocess to move them all here. Remember, transportation, inventory, defects, overprocessing. In order to do something with this, I now have to wipe down every surface. I now have to wipe down every single surface, every connection for up there. I have to wipe down every single keg. Why? Because of a defect. Otherwise, it could spoil all the beer. And then you've got the motion. Well, what's the motion? A human being had to move all of this. If you see inventory, then I know that for a fact a human being had to move all the inventory to where you see it. And before you can use it, another human being has to move all of that to the next location to be used. That's the motion side. Then there's waiting. Who's waiting? The customer's waiting. In this case, the customer can't drink any of these things until it's all sanitized. All of the preceding 8 wastes, had I just not bought all of this and I had a less inventory and only bought the inventory as I needed it, then I wouldn't have run into this issue. But I didn't do that. Then there's wasted employee potential. I have spent a large portion of my Wednesday cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting. I'm only halfway done. I'm going to have to spend more time doing this, dealing with the defect. That is my 8-way story today.